think there's something really deep in this episode. I need to watch this again. Something is there. Let me just be right back. Hello everybody, this is Kimchi. And you guys know it's an exciting day because we are watching Frieren episode number 2 reaction today. Hope you guys are having a good day because it's freaking hot in LA right now. I think my face is kind of red from staying in the sun for even just a little bit. But okay, here we go. Okay, so there's 3 things: strength, mana, and control. So her control is good, but her mana and strength is lacking. And it'll take years to master, even if she's a prodigy. Or I wonder if Frieren even knows she's a prodigy. She probably does. Look at the way Heiter looks at Fern. Oh gosh, he looks like a grandpa looking at his grandchild or something. Now this looks like we're going through another time skip, you know? Heiter's just like tossing broccolis to her. So he likes alcohol and he doesn't like vegetables. Oh my god. Oh no. I am not ready for Heiter to die today. I'm not ready for it. Well, I mean, not surprising, but not ready today. Okay, he's not dead yet. Never mind. Heiter is definitely talking about Himmel, right? That's why she's working very hard to prove to Heiter to show the appreciation for her. Is this the moment of truth? Yes, it is. Oh. Oh, the song composing is so beautiful in this anime. Then she made it in time. Oh! Heiter tricked Frieren about the whole resurrection spell just so that she could take the time to mentor Fern. Man, Himmel must have been the main character in their adventure journey or their group, right? The adventure group. And she did it. That's why she said she's a proper mage. Oh, Mr. Heiter, sir, is dead. Rest in peace, sir. Yup. Is this a cemetery? Heiter Cemetery. Oh, rest in peace. Oh. Hey, you know Frieren? She kept her promise though. She said, remember what Heiter said? Have a drink in his tomb or cemetery. She's good at keeping promises. "26 years after the death of Himmel. So 6 years have passed with Fern. They learned the spell to make tea, removing rust from bronze statues and turning sweet grapes into sour ones. Ah. Oh, Frieren thinks of Fern that they're kind of alike.
ここよ。
Wow, Himmel is glorified not only in their city town, but even in other
ひ
places.
どいありさまでしょ。
There's statues of him
一
in
人一人
other
が
towns.
もうどうしようもなくてね。
He was the hero that saved this village, right? Himeru, slice. Bingo. Yeah, he's the hero in this town.
自業自得だね。目立ちたがり屋のヒンメルが悪い。
大丈夫このポーズ
Oh, Himmel is a character himself. He loves to be glorified too. Did you see that pose?
落ち着いたんだよね。
Hey, if he wasn't a hero, he would have been a movie star.
そういえば魔法ってすごいのね。特にどうぞサビ一つ
Ah, that's right. They just learned the spell of cleaning rust off, so
後で花でも植えようかしら。
適当な花でも。
Oh, what's this?
草月草の花が。
Blue moon weed.
それはどのような
Flowers?
花なのですか。故郷の花だ。でも見たことない花
They're
は
Himmel's
ここでは
hometown flowers.
草月草、懐かしい名前ね。
Wow, that's like an
フェルン、
ironic, I guess, that Himmel died decades ago, and then the flower disappeared, his
何
hometown.
か隠したね。
Kind of same disappearance, maybe.
少し前までこの森の奥に群生地が。何十年も前です。
Wow, probably more time passed while looking for this blue weed flower.
フリーレン様、草月
6 months. Yep, 6 months have
年
passed.
になりますね。
Wow.
そうだね。そろそろ
She's very persevere.
フリーレン様は多くの人を救える力を持った魔法使いです。ありもしないもののために時間を使うだなんて。
ね。
私の
Fern.
考えは間違っているのでしょうか。
She's.
そうは思わないわ。素直に伝えればきっと分かってくれるはずよ。
What kind of seeds are those? Did the grandma just give her the blue moon seeds? Did she have them all along? What? Hold up.
薬効があるため保管されていた。
Seeds of a related species.
これを
Okay.
代わりにヒンメル様の像の周り。
Wow. She definitely. Whoa, she created a whole land of flowers. Look at the dwarf. A petal.
ない安全な場所に埋めて隠すと言われている。
The seed rats were.
賢い動物なのですね。だからよく埋
They
めた場所
bury their
を
food
忘れ
in
るん
so
だ。
many places. The seed rats.
草月草。
僕の故郷の花でね
They found. Oh. Oh.
あるとは思っていたけど、まさかこれほどとはね。
Wow.
魔法じゃなくたって。でも魔法を選んだ。
She chose magic.
ありがとうね、フリーレンさん。こ
Wow.
れならきっとこの像も忘れられずに
Perfect,
済む
perfect place to place, the blue moon weed
忘れるところだった。
with the statue of Himmel
よし。
and a nice,
かわいらしい。
nice little crown. Wait, hold on, guys. I think there's something really deep in this episode. I need to watch this again. Something is there. Let me just be right back.
One eternity later
This was so geniusly written. This is deep. This is very deep. So let me just go over some of the things, the details that I found, and what this episode means to me. And actually, this is what's very interesting too, is they actually did accomplish resurrection and immortality. Okay, I'll get to that part, okay? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, but let me get to that. The first part of the scene, we have 3 characters, 3 different goals. Well, Frieren and Fern, a little bit of the same goal, but different, okay? Heiter's main goal was to make sure that Fern becomes a proper mage acknowledged by Frieren, right? Because he knows Frieren. He knows Frieren is kind. Very big word, kind, because this whole episode is about kindness and love. Remember, after Himmel died and he departed, he had no will to live or a purpose to live. So that's why in this scene, with him and his first meeting with Fern, that he's holding a bottle. This is where Heiter finds his purpose to live, and it's through Himmel's memories. Because he says on the episode, how can Himmel live on? Everything that he's learned from Himmel, his memories, how can it live on if I can't do anything? And that's why he took Fern, and therefore he quit drinking. His fear for death came back. He was not scared to die, but he was very scared to die after, right? In that scene, he reminds Fern about the memories, how you cannot just die and just let that go to waste, because the memory lives on. This was another very interesting thing, was Heiter collapsed. That's another powerful scene. Right before Heiter collapsed, there was a scene where Heiter has a conversation with Frieren talking about how is your progression going with the deciphering of resurrection and immortality. And she goes, I think I'll learn it a lot quicker than the time that we expected. And then he proceeds to ask, how is Fern's progression doing? And she goes, it's gonna take a lot longer. That's when he realized, oh shoot, there's a chance that Frieren could find out that he lied, and therefore Fern might not be able to become the mage, his goal. And I think that sparked a little bit of stress in him, which resulted him to collapse. Wow, crazy, right? So then we move on with Frieren and Fern. 2 characters, same goal, okay? A little bit different, but with the same goal, but just different obstacles. Their goal is to accomplish Heiter's last request, last wish before he dies. It's very interesting because in the scene where Fern says we're a lot different, Frieren goes, nope, we're quite the same. Right? Wow, that was such a powerful words, okay? We're quite the same, and there's a reason for that. There's a bigger picture for that, right? So Frieren says to Heiter that Fern is a proper mage. Heiter's goal was accomplished. Remember, death is a fear that's immeasurable. But the moment he heard from Frieren, acknowledged by Frieren, that Fern is a proper mage, he accepted death. He was not scared of death, and therefore Heiter went peacefully. He died peacefully. If you notice on the last scene, he died peacefully. So powerful. Now, Fern asked Frieren, why do you do such small jobs and get strange spells? Remember, Frieren goes around collecting as much spells as possible. But what does she answer to Fern? She goes, it's just a hobby. And she actually says it twice or 2 or 3 times in the episode, and she tells her it's just a hobby. It's not a hobby. Remember when Himmel complimented her magic? Big part, right? It was when the crew was out and she laid the whole bed of flowers, and in the background you see the dwarf and Heiter happily being joy, dancing around, happiness. Himmel reminded her that her purpose is not a mage, okay? Her purpose, being a mage, is a tool for her purpose. Her purpose is to spread love, joy. Okay? Love, joy, kindness. So that's why no matter how big or how small a magic spell is, there's always a place to help somebody, right? Now this is where it gets very, very, very well detailed. Right after Heiter dies, they're doing the pumpkin, right? And then they get that one magic of tea. Remember that? That is where we get the first clip of the seed rats. The seed rats were the rats that found the blue moon petal, right? If Frieren didn't care about those little small jobs or those strange, magic, they would have never come across the path of the seed rats. This show is trying to tell you that your little act of kindness, you never know where your little act of kindness will pave the way for you on your journey. This is a life lesson. And that's what Frieren is trying to teach Fern. Remember, they also learned another spell that they could take rust off statues. They ended up helping the grandma who she had such a fond memory of Himmel because how he saved her life. They were able to help the grandma. You see how every little kindness comes together and it opens up into just a field of blue moon. Remember, they were only trying to find one petal, one flower just to learn. They only needed to find one flower to learn the magic. When you don't give up and you keep going, and make sure to always on the way, don't forget to show while doing little act of kindness. It's not going to reward you with one flower. It'll reward you with loads of flower. Okay? This is a masterpiece, you guys. And it teaches you about life. And going back into the resurrection and immortality is, even if Himmel's dead, his love, his kindness lives on. So that's why the resurrection and immortality, the symbol there was Himmel statue, the blue moon pet flower resurrected because it died with him. It resurrected and his love and kindness lives on. Resurrection and immortality. Bravo. Bravo. Amazing. This is amazing. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Yeah, that's it, guys. That was episode number 2. This really touched me very much. Very much. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next show. Goodbye.